electrolysed water, there's been some suggestions in the literature, particularly in the wound area, of its microbiological functions and antimicrobial functions. In that, there's suggestions that electrolysed water is able to actually disrupt cells and specifically not harm human cells. Usually what we tend to do is, for example, if we're talking about a wound that is either critically colonised, which is the step before infection, or is infected, we would use either a cadexamir iodine, a type of iodine on it, to kill the microorganisms in the wound, or alternatively we could use a silver-based product to try to get rid of those infecting microorganisms. So where electrolysed water potentially has some advantages is that it could potentially replace those chemicals, yet achieve the same endpoints, which is clearing the wound of bacteria. The promise, I think, of electrolysed water is because it's very difficult for a microorganism to become resistant to it because of its mode of action. It opens up the possibility of a new treatment modality for these sorts of wounds. Electrolysed water really disrupts cell membranes. So if you think of a cell, it's like a little balloon that has a bit of material inside it, and it's really held together by a balloon membrane on the outside of it. The way a lot of our antimicrobials work is that they can either penetrate that membrane and disrupt the cellular components within it and the way they function, whereas electrolysed water actually disrupts the cell membrane so that the balloon bursts and the thing just falls apart and dies. It has other benefits potentially as well, because there is some suggestion in the literature as well, and this is early days, is that it has an anti-inflammatory function, which is good. It reduces inflammation, therefore it probably reduces pain as well. And the third benefit of it that I've become aware of is its ability to foster the migration of fibroblasts, and fibroblasts are the precursor cells that we require to actually heal a wound. So they set up a structure, a matrix within the wound where other types of cells can migrate into and actually close that wound and heal it. So if we've got something that kills the bugs we don't want to kill, it protects the cellular elements of the healing process, like fibroblasts, and has an anti-inflammatory function. I think it potentially would be very appealing.